All right, so we got a few people on here, so I'm going to get started. So I have my iPad here because I have a whole bunch of information. So like I said, get your pens and paper ready because we are about to start the class. All right, so I'm going to get right into it. 2018 social media forecast. So what I'm going to do right now is tell you what is coming, what's important, what's not important, what to spend your time on, what not to spend your time on. That is what we're talking about right now. So this is the most important thing that I'm going to say in this whole entire video. If you want to be successful at anything at this point, not just social media, but we all know social media controls everything. If you want to be successful at this point, you need to cater to the Generation Z. Who is Generation Z? We've been talking about Generation X. We've been talking about Generation, the Millennials, blah, 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 blah. The Millennials, we're older. So I'm a Millennial. So consider a Millennial. Somewhere I'm like in between. But we need to start gearing our attention towards Generation Z. Who is Generation Z? Anyone born between 2000 and now. So anyone born between the year 2000 and the year 2000, now coming 2018. That is Generation Z, starting at 2000. This is the thing with Generation Z, and this is something that I got written down. They are the next biggest thing in marketing. Generation Z differs from previous generations in that they have grown up with the internet and smartphones, making them more focused on speed of purchasing products and customer service. So Generation Z are the type that, and stay with me because it's going to be very important when we get to where we're going. Generation Z is very important because they don't care about money. Why? Because in their generation, it's so easy to make it. So their mind is not, they don't care about, oh, well, I gotta go, I'm going to the best store. No, they're not going to the best store. They're going to the fastest store, which is online. They're going to the fastest place to get their information, which is why Google is so good. This is why YouTube, you upload your video right now. This is why Instagram, all these things are good for Generation Z, and they're working out because they're so fast. So right now, I said, this is from a quote from somebody. A recent study conducted by Goldman Sachs shows that Generation Z is more valuable to most organizations than millennials. Today, the oldest Generation Z are in their late teens. Listen. They are coming into the workforce and beginning to earn their own disposable incomes. Brands should begin to shift from a millennial-first social strategy to a Generation Z strategy that focuses on platforms loved by Generation Z, such as Instagram and Snapchat. So let's get into it. So like I've been saying this whole time, we need to focus ourselves to Generation Z. So where do I want to go? Where I want to start with y'all at? Video. That is why I'm here right now. Video is going to be the biggest platform when it comes to your social media. Pictures, no. All of this other stuff, no. Video, live video and timed video. So live video is what we're doing now. You see me right here now. You see that I'm here and we're face to face. I'm real time. And then you have timed videos, which is the Snapchat and which is the Instagram stories. These two things are going to be the biggest thing when it comes to social media. So if you're afraid of video, get your fear away. Stop being afraid of video. It is time to not be afraid of video, especially live video. Live video is something that Generation Z loves. They love to be put out on the spot immediately. They love to get the information out immediately. They don't want to wait. They don't want to think about it. So live video is it. No matter what you have, whether you have candles, whether you have hair products, whether you have a business, doesn't matter what it is. Video is the way to go. Also too, making sure that not just your video is like, oh, I'm just putting up a video, I'm live. Y'all know how I feel. We talked about this before. Don't just put out your live. Don't just don't just be in your car just doing your live. So I know I'm responding to somebody on a comment, but you want to make sure that when you're doing these live videos, they work. They look nice. You're well lit. Like right now, there's no dark spots around me. There's nothing around me, except for my desk is behind me, my calendar, and all that kind of stuff. But there's nothing distracting you from you talking to me. So you really have to do live video. Yes, live video is so important, and the Snapchat and Instagram stories. Now, you ask, should I do Instagram stories? Should I do Snapchat? Truth be told, Instagram stories is trumping Snapchat right now. Snapchat's not going nowhere, let's be clear. But as far as usage, Facebook, Instagram stories is trumping Snapchat. But the audience on Snapchat is younger. Generation Z is using Snapchat. Now, it's not a lot more than people use Instagram story, but more younger people, your crowd that you want, that's buying the stuff at the price that you're putting it at, they're the ones that are on Snapchat. So both work. I wouldn't give one up to pick one up. The only reason, honestly, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, nothing else that I read or saw. In my opinion, the reason why Instagram stories is working because it's a one-stop shop. So I can post a video, I can go live, I can do I can do everything. Everything is right there. So Instagram is giving you everything. Why? Because of course Facebook bought them, so they made them their whole thing. Facebook stories is okay. It's not really used as much, the Facebook stories, but they're okay. I personally don't use Facebook stories. If I'm going to do a video on Facebook, it's either going to be Facebook Live or I'm just going to post a video on Facebook. But your biggest thing for 2018, if I want to forecast something that will take you to the next level with your social media, it will be video, no matter what it is. I cannot stress that enough. So by 2020, it is predicted that 59% of US users will access Facebook through mobile exclusively, and 80% of the company's ad revenue already comes from mobile ads. What does that mean to you? Make sure that everything you do is mobile accessible. Websites, no matter what it is, make sure it's mobile accessible. You want to make sure that you are targeting your audience through the mobile. People go on the computers, that's fine. Even like tablets. Tablets is considered mobile when they say mobile because you can move it around. I mean, a laptop you can move around, but you know what I mean. You need something that's we're targeting people that's going for mobile. Next thing, because I don't want to keep you guys long because I got a lot of information. Video is already the most consumed media type on social media, and 2018 will be no different. In fact, it's predicted that by 2020. 80% of online content will be video. 80%. That means 80% of what people put online through social media will be video. Already in 2017, 90% of all content shared by social media users is video or includes video. I hope y'all are getting my drift. I'm over here giving you a forecast for 2018. If you want to make it in 2018, it's video. Why, you ask? Why is video so important? I don't want to get in front of the camera. Oh, the camera this, the camera that. Why is video so important? Because people are able to relate to you immediately. There's nothing, see, my generation and the millennials, we grew up pretty much in a generation where we could Photoshop, where we could fix things and make everything look perfect and make everything look beautiful. Generation Z is tired. They're like, oh, nobody got time for that. Just give it to me. Give it to me how it is. So that's why the Snapchats work. That's why the Instagram stories work, because people want it as is. They want to see you as is. It makes people relatable to you. You want to make sure that people are relatable to you, and they do that through Instagram stories, through Snapchat, through live videos, because they're seeing you for who you are. There's nothing, I can't really fix anything when it comes to this right here. So if somebody's doing their makeup, if somebody's doing making something, it's right here. It's in person. You can interact. Interaction. Let me get into it. Interaction is going to be the number 2 at the top of my list. Other than video, then interaction. Interact with your audience. Interacting with your audience is going to be the second biggest thing that you can do. Of course, the video, but interacting is going to be good because people want to know that you're real, right? So me being a social media manager, I can take a regular person and they can say, okay, I need you to post for me. I can post for them, I can respond for them and everything like that. But it's not real to the user until they actually see you. So people want to see you. People want to see who you are. They want to talk to you. They want you to respond, especially once you get to a certain level as far as being an influencer, and as far as whoever you are, and no matter what your influence is, once you get to a level of being an influencer, people want to be able to talk to you. People want to be able to ask you questions and you respond. For example, such as like JetBlue and Nordstrom's and Forever 21, H&M, Rihanna, Beyonce. People like this, when you get a response from them, it is like gold. Like you have struck gold if you get a response. But people like JetBlue, they have learned, and airlines and restaurants and things like that, they've learned that responding and communicating with the users is like the best thing that you can do. It makes you real. Now, yes, a store is a store. It's not a person, but if they know that you care, the point of it is that you care for me. You care about my business. You're not just letting me like your pictures, comment on your pictures, and you say absolutely nothing. You know what I mean? So I am really pushing for interaction. Interaction. Video, number 1. Do more video. I have seen people go from nothing. When I say nothing, I mean nothing. No followers, no nothing. And they put up them videos daily, put up the video. And you will see the interaction from the people go higher and higher and higher. And then once you get to a certain place when it comes to these live videos and even Snapchat and the time videos, you really grow your community. It's a community that you're growing for yourself. And your community will come to you when they become relatable to you through live video. They're gonna want to see you in person. They're gonna want to see what you're doing in person. So put live video, put timed videos such as Snapchat and Instagram stories ahead of everything that you do for social media. So influencer marketing, okay? So do you want to make money? Okay, this is how you're gonna make money in 2018 on social media. Do not despise small beginnings. So some people say, oh, well, you know, I only have 1,000 followers. I only have 2,000 followers. I only have 5,000 followers. I don't have 1 million followers. Where the companies are going is to you, to the thousands, to the 2,000s, to the 5,000, because they can give a little bit of money, or they could even give you just something free. They give you something free. You take it, you like, oh, they gave me this chain. I got something free. Now, what you're doing is you're going on social media and say, oh, I got this chain from so-and-so. This is so nice. I love it, blah, 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 blah. They won, okay? Because they've reached the 1,000 people, the 2,000 people that you have. So, of course, the higher you go, the more money you make, and the more money you can do. So being an influencer marketer is big. It's going to be very, very big in 2018. And this is not just for one particular market. This is for all markets, because there is a million things that you can market, right? So let's go on. Let's say you make candles. I don't know why candles keep coming to my mind, but let's say you make candles, right? So your target is, I'm giving out information right now, so write it down. If you make candles, your target is interior designers, people like that, people that set up homes. I forgot the name of it, but people that set up homes. You want to target them. You want to tell them, listen, here, take my stuff. Now you're on the business side, so now you're trying to get somebody to do your things on the business side. But on the other side, if you are an interior designer, reach out to these people or tell them, listen, I want you to put my stuff in your house, and then when you take a picture, can you put it up and just tag me? That's all I'm asking you to do. So yes, home stagers. They're also looking for you. People that have new apartment buildings. It's a whole vast amount of possibilities when it comes to being an influencer, influencer marketer, and really getting your stuff out there. So I'm gonna get to y'all in a minute because I want to get about 30 minutes of questions so that I can answer these questions. This is my other forecast for 2018. Do not despise Twitter. Don't let it go. Don't leave it alone, because I promise you, Twitter is going to make a comeback. Twitter has not died. Let's just be clear, because I've said this before and I've talked about Twitter and I was like, oh, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. Twitter has not died. It's just not as popular as it used to be because of its platform. It just is not giving enough for people to be able to use. But trust me, in 2018, this is just my forecast. This is just what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing. Companies taking over companies. Somebody is going to take over Twitter, and Twitter is going to bring itself back to the light. So don't leave Twitter. Get on Twitter. Get yourself in, because I saw some things about having to pay for certain things and all that kind of stuff. But if you're grandfathered in, quote unquote, then you know you're already in there. So I would definitely don't get away from Twitter. So the other thing is, I hope you guys are writing all this stuff down. Chatbots. Chatbots. What is Chatbots? So you ever go on like Sprint, Verizon, or your phone company? I just know these for a fact. They have them. And you go in there, you're talking to somebody, and they're answering questions for you. That ain't no real person. So they're called chatbots, right? So we can get chatbots to respond for us. Now, I'm talking about this once we get to a certain level. Honestly, the level, it's not really a certain level, but these things cost. So these apps and services, they cost. So you don't be putting out so much when the stuff that you can do on your own. So chatbots, what they do is they're responding for you and getting information for you without you having to do it, and you still working and doing your job. So we're getting away from the days of having like an administrative assistant. Sorry if you're an administrative assistant, but we're getting away from the days of having like an administrative assistant and things like that, because there's so many programs out there that can do it for you. So for example, like I have, my company is social media management. So somebody calls in, and instead of them not calling in, somebody sends a message on the website. They send a message, and they're like, oh, I wanted to know what's your pricing for so-and-so. You set the chat bot up to automatically respond and say, oh, our pricing, but they say it in a way that it's like somebody's talking to them, but they're not really talking to them. Yeah, no, Katie isn't real. So the chat bot, what it does is it responds to the questions. It picks out the context clues and responds to the questions. That's why sometimes you'll see it and it'll say, is that what you wanted, or is this what you were asking? Because they're just trying to make sure, because if it isn't, then it goes back and rescans your question to see exactly what you meant. So chatbots are a really big thing that is coming for 2018. Is it really big, going to be huge for 2018? Not really, because you do have the automatic email platforms that you can use. That's more along the lines of smaller companies is using the automatic email, what you call them? I don't know, went blank. The automatic email systems, such as MailChimp and things like that. Those are fine. You can still use those. Those are not going nowhere. But once you get to a certain place where you really need more assistance, and you don't have the money to pay for more assistance, or don't want to put out more money to pay for more assistance, that is a big thing that you can use. I think I said this. Yes. Okay. So write this down. I want you to write this stuff down right now for me. Write this down. So we're going to talk about planning social media for 2018. We are not going to go into 2018 without planning. So what does that mean? We're not just going to be like, oh, I'm just going to post this picture and I'm going to just put. No, make every post, every live, every video, every YouTube post, don't matter what it is, make everything you post in 2018, even starting today, make it worth it. So for example, like when it comes to me for 2018, I'm a YouTuber. So I also have a YouTube channel, youtube.com/ThatGuyDamonJ. It's like kind of like on my day-to-day, but also like family and things like that. My kid's also gonna have a channel. I have other channels coming, so look out for it. But in 2018, I am literally planning my months out. So I'm not gonna just be like, oh, I'm just gonna pick up the camera and start recording. Really, what I've done is, for when it comes to the new year, coming for the new year, I'm literally planning out what I'm doing monthly. So even though I have vlogs, and vlogs is pretty much, for those that don't know, it's video blogs. So it's pretty much I'm blogging my day, but on video so you can see it. Again, like I said, video is video is video. Video is very important. So during these vlogs, I'm documenting my day. I'm letting people see what I'm doing. I'm letting people see what my family's doing. I'm letting people see what is going on around me in the world. I'm giving them the real me, you know, altered, because I choose what goes out. So, but I'm giving them the real me and making money from it, which we've talked about before, so I'm not going to get into that. YouTube is the only platform that you can make money from. The only social media platform that you can make money from the app, from the service. Such as Instagram, they don't pay you. Facebook, they don't pay you. Until you get to a high status. Like when you get to a high status, you can make money on Instagram. I don't know if somebody on here is at that status, but if you are, you're already getting paid, so you already know. But YouTube is the only place where you can have literally like 100 subscribers and you're making money. Like I make money from my YouTube videos that I put up. So you want to make sure that you're planning. Like I said, I'm planning out everything, and even my social media, making sure that my Instagram, my Facebook, and everything matches all together. So my Facebook, my Instagram, my YouTube, my Snapchat, it needs to be doing a daily thing across the board. Like it needs to be going right across the board. Everything you see everywhere needs to just be a different view of my day. Right? So you want to make sure, like, that's my thing. That's my brand. That's how I'm making it work for me. But for you, it may just be a little different, but that's, you know, how you make it work. So let's talk about planning. So write this down. These are the questions that you want to ask yourself when you start this planning, and then I'm going to take some questions. What is your social media marketing plan? Meaning, what is your plan? What do you plan to do? Are you branding yourself? Are you branding your business? Are you branding a product? What are you doing and making sure that goes across your entire social media? Number two, what do you hope to achieve? So do you just want more followers? Do you want to make money? Do you want to get subscribers if it's YouTube? Do you want to get more likes? You got subscribers, but your likes is down. You know, figure out what you want to achieve. Number three, how do you anticipate measuring your efforts? Meaning, don't just say, I want more followers, and then you don't pay attention to your followers on a weekly basis. Why? Because if you want more followers, now you need to make a conscious decision to say, okay, I want 10 more followers every month. And if I don't get 10 more followers every month, that means I'm doing something wrong. Let me go over to my analytics and see what it is I'm doing wrong, or what videos that people like the most, or what posts that people like the most or see the most. And now maybe that's your market. Maybe that's where you need to be, because you might have been doing this because you like it, but if you want it, we're talking about making money, and we're talking about really getting out there. You might want to go and see what it is that the people want from you. Number four, what activities will you undertake to reach your goals? Like, what are you going to do? Are you going to do giveaways? Are you going to do I don't know, different what do you call it? Giveaways and promotions and things like that, to really get people to engage with you, and so you can get these goals met. Because nobody wants to do nothing for no reason, right? So we don't want to just be posting and getting nothing from it. Now, if that's your thing, then by all means, don't let me stop you. You can still go on and post and do your live of other people's businesses and other people's brands. But when it comes to me, I don't go live unless it has to do with me. That's the only time I'm going live. Only time I'm going to put a video up is if it has to do with me. Why? Because unless I'm getting paid for it, I'm not going to promote anyone else's brand that I'm not getting anything from. So if you guys want to post, you know, go live and do what you got to do. You know, but if you really want to get serious about this, if you really want to make money, if you really want to get yourself out there in 2018 and really set yourself up to the next level and go to that next place, I would really pay attention and be more aware of what you post, what you go live with, what you do, right? So I'm going to open it up now. I see I got a few people on here, so let me open it up to some questions. If you got any questions that you want to ask. For the time being, I am actually revamping my website right now. Oh, I knew it was something. Go to whatever site you use to get URLs or to get web pages. Go and buy your name. So I saw this. This was something that I actually watched. I watched a video, a class that I took. And he was saying that your name is very important, right? So the higher you go in business, the higher you go in doing things, the more people see you. For example, when Beyonce was just Beyonce, when that little girl that was just singing, nobody really cared. But what people do is, these is the business people on the other side, what people do is they say, oh wait, they getting famous. They go and buy up these things. So when you try to go get a website, Beyonce.com, somebody got it, now they're going to charge you $45,000 for it. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay. If you don't care, it's fine, but I would do it just because you want to brand yourself. I'm big on branding yourself and big on really taking your personal brand to the next level. So make sure you do that. Make sure you go and purchase. Like right now, I just purchased damonjrevealed.com. I purchased damonj.com. I purchased ThatGuyDamonJ.com. They're not expensive. You can go to like GoDaddy.com. You can purchase them. Not expensive at all, unless it's like a name that, you know, it's already taken. Or starting next year, because I know we have, you know, Christmas coming up and all that kind of stuff. This is just a start of things to come. Starting next year, I won't be announcing when I will be doing lives, unless they're like specific things about doing lives. But I will be doing a lot more lives, going live a lot. Doing more videos just to get information out there to you guys. You can also go to my YouTube page. That is where I will be doing a lot of things. I will be doing a lot of videos there, a lot of information there. And then also too, for those of you that don't know, I will be doing a social summit in March. The last Saturday in March, I think it's March 31st, I think it is. I'll be doing a social summit, and I'm inviting some influencers who have really taken social media to that next level, who have gained success and fame from social media. So yes, it will be a cost. It won't be too bad. It won't be a bad cost. But of course, you know, when you have influencers and people coming, they cost. So that will be where the cost comes from. But it's going to be an awesome day. It's going to be a one-day event. Awesome day. And I honestly, I cannot wait for it. But again, if anybody has any questions, if you don't have any more questions, or if you just want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me here on Facebook. You can also reach out to me by emailing me at infosocialmedia@gmail.com. Again, infosocialmedia, INFISOCIAL media, MEDIA @gmail.com. You can also email me there, and you can also go to infosocialmedia.com, where you can go. Right now we are, you know, working on the website, but you can go and reach out to me. Let me know if you need any services. We do social media management. We do social media building. We do brand building. We do a whole lot of stuff. I have some happy clients that are pretty happy. So we're doing some great things over here. So if you need any help with that, let us know. But if that is all, I don't see any questions. I will see you guys next time. The next time I'll probably see you guys on live will probably be next year, because I'm going to take a break I'm doing a lot of rebranding. I'm rebranding the website. I'm rebranding the social media. I'm rebranding my Instagram, my YouTube. Also, I got merchandise that I'm working on now that's coming out very, very soon. January 2nd, merchandise will be launching where you can purchase it. But yes, thank you. But merchandise will be coming out January 2nd. So I'll be putting stuff up about that. But I'll be back in January. If you got any more questions, like I said, reach out to me. Also too, I have you can also call us at 551-222-6203, where we can also talk and have a conversation about social media. So I hope to hear from you guys, and I hope this was great. I hope you got a lot of information, and I will see you guys in the new year. So take these nuggets, take this information, and go and revamp your social media, and let's push and make some money and become great in 2018.